Hello guys, Brad here again with another video. Today I want to do a video about Jeremy Fragrance. If you've been in the fragrance community for any amount of time, I'm sure you know who he is. He's by far the most popular and well-known fragrance reviewer in the entire world. And I like to watch his videos from time to time. I subscribe to his channel. I think he's doing an amazing job. So if you're not subscribed to Jeremy Fragrance, or if you don't even know who Jeremy Fragrance is, this would be a great video to watch to give you an idea of why I think he has a great channel and why you should subscribe and watch as well. So I came up with 10 things that I think you should know about Jeremy Fragrance, and you can decide if you want to watch his videos or not. Number 10, traveling. He does a lot of traveling. He recently came to the United States, visited New York City. I think he was down in Georgia for a men's conference. I think he lives in Germany full time. So he's based out of Germany, but he does travel the world. He gets to visit with other reviewers, other fragrance people, and it's great to see the traveling aspect on his channel. So number 10 is the traveling. Number 9, he has over 300,000 subs. Now you might be asking yourself, how does that mean anything as far as watching him? Well, if you have that many subs, that means there are a lot of comments underneath the videos. So if you're like me, you love to read the comment section. The comments give you another opinion about what's going on in the video. It might support what Jeremy says. It might conflict with what he says, but it does give you a more rounded idea of what's going on with the video. So a lot of fun in the comment section with Jeremy Fragrance. So for that reason, good reason to subscribe to his channel. Number 8, besides fragrances, he does other things. He talks about hair, he talks about dancing, things like that. Things that sort of complement the fragrance game. So, well, unfortunately for me, the hair tips and the dancing don't really help much. But if you're younger, if you go clubbing, those things can be very helpful and make you a more rounded person. So, number 7, he talks a lot about women's fragrances. This seems to be a shortcoming with a lot of fragrance channels. I try to talk about some women's fragrances on my channel from time to time, but Jeremy does a great job of letting us in on what's going on in the women's world of fragrances. If you have a wife or a girlfriend looking for a gift idea for somebody, a great channel to check out for women's fragrances as well. So that's number 7. Number 6, the topic discussions. We'll talk about things like how many fragrances should you own, where do you spray your fragrances, how do you spot fake fragrances, things like that. So not just fragrance reviews, but some topic discussions revolving around fragrances as well. Number 5, he has great camera work and editing. A lot of the newer fragrance reviewers have that as well, but it is important, I think, for him as well to have great camera work and editing skills, because that does make your channel better overall. So I'll put that as number 5. Number 4, I think he's the only fragrance reviewer that I can think of that can make this a full-time job. By doing that, he can really focus his time and energy into his channel and make it as nice as possibly can happen. So a lot of us are just doing this as a hobby, a side thing, and we might get some sponsorships or something, but we can't quit our day jobs, so we can't attack the fragrance game as hard as he can to make it, that amazing. So that's number 4. Number 3, he spends a lot of time talking about recent releases. And a lot of fragrance reviewers, they'll talk about fragrances that are 5, 10 years old. By then, you might have lost a bit of interest, or you might already know a lot about the fragrance. But those new releases that just came out, a month or two ago, those are the ones that a lot of people want to know about, because there's very little information on those fragrances. So Jeremy, he tries to get out there and get those new fragrances that people want to know about and talk about them on his channel. Number 2, of course, is the hot babes, the hot German ladies, always attractive women on his channel. I think if you're American, for some reason, you find these German women to be even more attractive than maybe you would if you were in Germany. But yeah, I like to see these attractive ladies on Jeremy's channel and hear their feedback on these fragrances. So that's number 2. And finally, number 1 is the compliment factor. Most of Jeremy's purpose for his channel is to talk about the compliments and the best complimented fragrances out there, and he does a great job of doing that. Some of the reviewers out there think that kind of cheapens the hobby and say, oh well, it's not about getting laid, it's about the science of it or the artistry of it. But most people, when they buy fragrances, they want to get feedback from the ladies. So Jeremy does a great job of doing that, and he'll continue to do that, I think. So if you haven't subscribed to Jeremy Fragrance, or if you haven't heard of Jeremy Fragrance, type in Jeremy Fragrance on YouTube and subscribe to his channel and enjoy his content like I have. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.